Good evening to everybody. Am I live? Am I live? Or skip frames? Oh, not published yet. Yeah, it is bizarre. Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. I am live for tonight. I got the protest. We got the Black Lives Matter Antifa protest on the background of my TV right now. I'm gonna check out the ruckus tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be at one of the federal buildings in LA and to see the action. So you're gonna probably see some clips tomorrow of me capturing some stuff at the rally. Hopefully I'll come out okay. So yeah. But yeah, I want to talk about react to Superman's black costume from yo, what's up, Josh? Good evening. Yeah, man. Looks like Superman got there's a new Snyder cut. Damn. There's a new Snyder cut clip that reveals Superman's black suit from Justice League, which was cut out of the official DC release, like the Joss Whedon version. Oh, look at this. Race Professor says, sue me for slander. Ooh, he really wants to go in. Oh, yeah, and RIP to Regis Philbin and Peter Green from the Fleetwood Mac, the first Fleetwood Mac guitarist. And Regis Philbin, man, like that dude was a legend, man. He was a legend of TV, man. I mean, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I mean, everybody watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 20 years ago. And Regis and Kathy Lee was one of my favorite. Was a show I grew up watching on the mornings, man. Him and Kathy Lee in the morning, man. R.I.P. to a TV legend, Regis. But yeah, I want to check out this scene from Justice League, the black suit scene that was cut out. Is it going to show up? Oh man, I gotta dig. Oh boy, I can't even find this thing. Might be easy to find it on Twitter. It's a 10-second. Said it was a 10-second clip. I might need to go on Twitter for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go on Twitter for it. God damn, my internet is so slow. Come on, internet. Yeah, I might need to. Oh boy, my internet was totally going to shit on this live stream tonight. I apologize for the technical difficulties. You know, this is I was supposedly going to show y'all Superman's black costume from the Snyder cut, but we're having some technical difficulties. And my internet is... Oh, man, come on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, come on now. This is ridiculous. Come on. Guess I gotta close this. Alright, let's go. Oh, come on. Let's get back on Twitter. Now my mouse is frozen. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll just load it up on Twitter. Come on here. Superman. License plate concealed on truck. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the protests later on in the live stream because it's gotten wild right now, man. They're busting up the federal building in LA at the minute. Like I was watching live protests of the LA Federal Building. Like they're down here now, and yeah, I'm gonna go down there tomorrow to cover the action. But yeah, this is the black Superman suit. Take a look at this crap. Take a look. Take a close up look at that black Superman suit. That shit looks badass. That shit looks badass. He's no Christopher Reeve. No Superman, a Wonder Woman cameo. Nah. No. I mean, yeah, it was the writing. But this is the official look of the black Superman, yeah. Where's the clip? Okay, here's the clip.
Assuming you're Alfred.
I'm looking over there.
Let's see that one more time. As you can, yeah, the tone looks way different. It's more of a Zack Snyder tone than Joss Whedon tone. Yeah, you can definitely tell this was a Zack Snyder scene, just from the tone, the darkness of the darkness of the film. It's not as like bright color like I mean, yeah, Justice League got recolored big time by Joss Whedon. So he definitely messed with the tone of the movie because it has. I mean, like if you saw the Snyder cut, if you saw like a video of like how the Snyder cut was about to progress, it was a lot darker film than the final version that DC showed. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta say the black Superman suit. I mean, Josh, what do you think of the black Superman suit? Yo, Josh, I want to see your thoughts on the black Superman suit. You dig it? It's tight. Personally, I like it, man. I mean, they should have kept it on the studio version. I mean, my personal opinion. Oh yeah. By the way, I recommend you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter is where I share a lot of funny memes, share a lot of interesting news, and have a lot of my thoughts out. It's pretty much like one of my main platform vehicles. You know what I'm saying? To bring my voice out and all that. But yeah, man, yeah, I can't wait for I want to see the Zack Snyder Justice League just to see how it compares to the Joss Whedon version. Then I'm pretty much done with comic book movies. I mean, I'm pretty much gonna move on from like comic book related movies. This is oversaturated now. I mean, I'm not excited for Marvel. What's it, Phase 4, Phase 3, or whatever. I'm not excited for Marvel Phase 3. I'm getting bored of superhero movies. And I mean, in the last 10 years, there's been like 2 or 3 superhero movies that I've seen like every year, and I'm just getting tired of watching. I'm looking for something different, something fresh, something different in a superhero movie because we've been having superhero movies for like the last 20 years, and like I'm just tired of it. It's just oversaturated, man. I'm gonna move on to like different genres. I mean, you can't keep making the same movie forever, you know what I'm saying? Especially back in the 1990s, back when disaster movies were a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like movies like Tornado and like Armageddon and all that. Yeah, it didn't last that long. And in the 2010s, the big trend was superhero movies. I mean, DC jumped in, had their own universe, and then like other companies try to have their own film universes, have their superhero movies come out. And I'm just tired of it. I'm just real tired of it. And the thing is, I'm gonna move on to like Joe Rogan and Elon Musk leaving California, because Joe Rogan says he's set to move to Texas soon because he says California doesn't have is overcrowded and doesn't have the freedom like Texas has. And he does have a point because I was in Texas like 2 months ago, and it felt a lot more free than California was. Because right when I came back to California, the riot, I mean, it was like the George Floyd thing, like yeah, like the big protests were happening, and it felt like a police state compared to Texas, which basically felt like normal America. It felt freer. It felt a lot like what America it felt like to me like 10 years ago before all of this. Yeah, 20. It felt. I mean, Texas to me felt like California 20 years ago. That's why a lot of Californians are moving out of California to Texas because California's been taken over by really corrupt, shady politicians, and we have ridiculously incoherent, incompetent government, which basically destroyed a golden state. California was a place where people wanted to move to, and now California is a place of people moving from because of our incompetent government. I mean, we have the most beautiful. I mean, we have like a unique climate. I mean, we have like one of the best climates in the U.S. Like pretty much like it's sunny, 300 days a year. Winters are mild. I mean, we have California has beautiful, diverse scenery. I mean, just the landscape of LA is just. I mean, the backdrop of LA is awesome with the mountains and then the ocean. And then like 2 hours, you can go from like surfing, you know what I'm saying, chilling at the beach, and then going snowboarding in Big Bear. But because it's overcrowded, and the fact that the place is run by incompetent bozos, lots of people are leaving California, like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. And he's going to explain why he's leaving LA for Texas.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
And what's the story? You moving?
I'm out of here. Yeah.
When do you leave?
Soon. Yeah.
Texas or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Texas.
I got a farm in Vermont.
Yeah.
It's a little cold.
Vermont's cold. I just want to go somewhere in the center of the country, somewhere it's easier to travel to both places, and somewhere where you have a little bit more freedom. Also, I think that where we live right here in Los Angeles is overcrowded, and I think most of the time that's not a problem. But I think it's exposing the fact that it's a real issue when you look at the number of people that are catching COVID because of this overpopulation issue. When you look at the traffic, when you look at the economic despair, when you look at the homelessness problem that's accelerated radically over the last 6, 7, 10 years, I think there's too many people here. I think it's not tenable. I don't think it's manageable. And I think every mayor does a shit job of doing it because I don't think anybody could do a great job of it. I think there's like certain things you're going to have to deal with when you have a population of whatever the fuck LA is. It's like 20 million plus people.
It's too many people.
It's too many people.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think where you're living is probably the perfect way to do it.
It's 500 people.
That's nuts. But then you got those dudes yelling at you, "Where's the deer?" And you don't even understand the language.
I could go on. We could do hours of the negatives of a small town.
Oh yeah, there's negatives. Everybody knows your business.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what you're doing.
Yo, what's up, Leo? What's up, CSK,
there's pros and cons to everything. But I think you have a better opportunity at more pros when there's less folks.
I agree.
Yeah.
So small town Texas, or
let's just leave it at that.
Yeah,
I got ideas.
He's probably gonna move to the Austin area.
Look at him; he's all excited.
The thing is, he is real close friends. He is friends with Alec Jones, and Alec Jones live in the Austin area.
Doesn't affect the business.
No, we're just gonna do it from there. But that's the other thing is Texas has comedy. They have stand-up comedy. I haven't been doing, but I did one weekend in Texas while all this was going on. It was the first weekend I was able to do stand-up. But then my friends were in San Antonio, and they got COVID down there. But those knuckleheads were out there talking to people and shaking hands and taking pictures and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, he's one of the few. Elon Musk is also moving his Tesla business to Texas. I'm gonna go to Elon Musk on Twitter, make it easier for y'all. Oh damn it! I spelled Musk. And this hurts, man. I mean, we're losing creative, talented people, man. Like, I don't know what these doofuses in Sacramento are thinking. They create an environment which is anti-entrepreneurial, anti-creative. And basically, they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to, like, force feed, like, some type of socialism. I mean, it's so I mean, these people are really, like, out of whack. Our politicians in this state are out of whack. Some who seriously think Tesla. Oh man, I mean Elon Musk is straight up shit posting about the Bolivian coup of Evo Morales. But yeah, and that pretty much pissed off all of the anti-imperialist leftists because they really hate America and all that. They hate America like taking over the world and stuff. But yeah, look at this tweet. This tweet says a lot. California just lost Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and Tesla all in the same week. And where they headed? Texas. Great job, Newsom. And the thing is, like, Texans really don't want too many Californians to move to their state because Californians tend to bring their politics with them. Because if you look at states like Colorado and Nevada and Oregon, those states were taken over by Californians and they changed it to blue states. They changed it to Democratic voting states. Man, they do the exodus from Californians. That's why people don't. Yeah, that's why folks in like Idaho and Arizona don't want too many Californians to move in because they changed the politics of the state. And look at the governor of Texas, who's been cucking out for the last couple of months over the COVID thing, where he really did a good job with the numbers in Texas. And the thing is, Texas was like was open. I mean, everything was open. You can eat inside. Like wearing masks was more of a choice than like mandated from top down like it was in California. And the thing is, they had like way less numbers and deaths than California did, but the media didn't pick it up because it's very biased against anything Republican. As you know, most of the mainstream media are Democrats, so they're going to be partisan towards Democrats. Here's Ted Cruz saying, welcome to Texas. Tesla, this clown. He shows that you had nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, even our President Trump is giving Elon Musk some love for moving Tesla from California to Texas. But it's just a big loss. It's a really, really big loss of a genius, man. I mean, the guy is a real life Tony Stark, man. Elon Musk represents California values, man, like visionary, progressive. Visionary, progressive. Yeah, visionary, progressive, entrepreneurial. That's what California culture used to be. Like the gold rush. The thing is, California has a gold rush history. Basically, gold brought in like a lot of like prospectors to move where the gold is, and California was always like that place. The Golden State was a place where there was like gold, gold or a job in Hollywood or a job in tech, and folks from all over the country moved down there to get, you know what I'm saying, to make money, to find gold. And this clown right here, Gavin Newsom, who's basically got the governor job from Jerry Brown, the guy who really ruined California. It was absolutely Jerry Brown who ruined California. And this guy was this lieutenant governor who's keep on fucking up the state, and it's going to cause a big exodus due to how he's fumbling everything for the last couple of years. Like, let me show y'all like a California exodus. There's a really big exodus of people moving out of the state. I got family here. Like, I've lived here my whole life, and I got a pretty stable right now. Stable income. But for the folks who don't, oh man, and the folks who pay like the high taxes here, oh yeah, like a lot of taxpayers are getting out of here. As you see the exodus. See more people moving. This is from January. More people moving out of state than in for the first time since 2010. And we're going to actually lose, the way we're losing population right now, we're actually going to lose vote. We're actually going to lose some voting power in our state because our government is so absolutely incompetent. They're so incompetent, and the only way to fix things is basically to raise taxes on everything. I mean, that's the way California fixes problems. Like they just raise taxes. It's so retarded. Seriously, we're run by absolute retards. And there was another bill, like the AB5 bill, which basically took away my job, which basically says like you gotta be take away like freelancing. Basically like you gotta work like a set schedule now or be a part of a union, which really screwed a lot of freelancers. like basically our government is killing Californian values and killing the creativity that our state is known for. Oh no, I'm fucked up here. I'm gonna go back to California Exodus. Yeah, let me show you some latest articles of the California Exodus. Yeah, Texans, be scared. Be scared. I mean, be scared, folks in red states. We're gonna, as Californians tend to bring our voting patterns with us. Yeah, like Bay Area states still want to stay. Flawed policies lead the black exodus from California. Inside California's black exodus. See, this is what the media doesn't really focus on. Because California had a higher black population than it does now 20 years ago than it does now, especially San Francisco, which had the biggest black flight in the US. Like San Francisco used to be 20% black and now it's 6%. From cities to suburbs and other states. Like you see the most black Californians, like a lot of like black Angelenos are moved to like the Inland Empire, places like Palmdale, Victorville, like San Bernardino, Riverside, because it's just too expensive. And they're moving out to the suburbs. The thing is, like places like Georgia, Texas, are cheap, and they don't have income tax. They don't have the high taxes like we do in California. And another thing that's going to cause a really big exodus is, especially from progressive cities like left-wing cities, is the fact that there's a lot of rioting going on right now. Let me show you the federal building getting smashed in LA today. No. I'm gonna show you guys to Bill Melungen. He's a local Fox News guy who covers like the real news, you know what I'm saying? Like the news the mainstream media doesn't show. I don't know where he is politically, most likely moderate. But yeah, the guy is a real like investigative journalist, man. I really recommend following this guy on Twitter, man. He's a SoCal native like I am, and pretty much has a similar point of view to me. This is funny. I gotta read this one. A Black Lives BLM activist just yelled at Antifa members to stop hijacking our shit and warned them if they start a fight, they'll see what happens. Yeah, because the thing is, like, Antifa basically goes to Black Lives Matter protests and basically start the riots. If you see any riot going on, it's mainly started by Antifa. And the vast majority of Antifa are basically white leftists. They're white soy. They're your stereotypical soy boys. These are the type of dudes that would not last in a fight. Seriously. If you see them like throwing hands against anybody that can fight, they usually get the shit beaten out of them. So that's why they wear masks and fight in numbers, because these cats know they really don't. They're really not down for fighting. They really can't handle it. They're really not down for that smoke. And as you see here, here's a scene of federal buildings getting smashed by Antifa in LA. They're moving it from Portland all across the U.S. in solidarity with the Portland peaceful protesters. It's basically an insurrection by the far left, to be real. And this is being allowed by our city, by our city governments. You know what I'm saying? Because most city governments are basically sympathetic to these peaceful protesters. I mean, as you see, they're not in like, oh yeah, they're in Austin. I mean, they're in like Austin, but they're not in places where most folks are like have guns, or like in conservative areas, because conservatives will shut the shit down because they are basically law and order. They're a hardcore law and order types. Look at this shit. Oh yeah, they don't want folks to capture them smashing windows because they don't want to be identified, or because it messes up their narrative of them being peaceful protesters. Because this is illegal. They know this is illegal.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Hey, man. Don't do that. No cameras, dude. Sorry, man. Free press, brother. Free press. Hey, they're sending themselves to jail. Maybe don't do that, huh? I don't know, bro. I'm all for this cause, bro. Los panos somos así, brother. That's not us, bro. That's not us. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. But hey, everyone's got their face covered, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, that cost lots of money in damages. As you see, the anarchist elements. Oh yeah, they're in the street now. Yeah, I'm gonna come down here tomorrow. I'm gonna go to one of LA federal buildings tomorrow to check out the action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. This is a selectively shown video from the Portland protest. But I'll show you the reality.
I'm here right now because the feds are here, and that's terrifying to me as a citizen.
President Trump's deployment of federal agents is fueling the
Yep, they're not really. They're showing a fabricated narrative. They're not showing the full story.
Turning point, and that's really scary.
Protesters tell us that the presence of federal forces is bringing more
they're
people
not protesters,
to the
they're
streets.
rioters.
They have no business being here. As soon as they showed up, they pushed Portland too far.
Oh, look at this
And
Karen.
as long as they are hurting innocent citizens, the moms, the dads, everybody's coming out.
Are you prepping over there?
This is all performative.
I think that people are becoming reinvigorated by seeing how they're treating us. The energy has definitely changed in the past week. Like, way more people here the past 2 nights that I've seen since we started. We're going to continue doing this, and we're going to continue doing it peacefully.
Hey, there we go, Portland. When we are together.
See, they're trying to make up a narrative that is mostly peaceful protesters, like fighting against like police brutality and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like the officers like arresting like those Antifa guys and throwing them in a truck, which I wasn't for. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a violation of their Fifth Amendment rights. But the thing is, like, if they got the documented proof, like they were like destroying federal property, then yeah, it's on them. It's not, yeah, it's not really legal. Oh yeah, this is funny. This is a really good. This is a really good account. He's a left-leaning guy. Like I talked about him yesterday, Michael Tracy. He's showing, yeah, racism is the virus. The license plates concealed on the truck used to block off the Portland protest zone. Fully geared protesters. Oh yeah, he's showing the Black Lives Matter Pizza Palace had the window smash. But yeah, take a look at this. The protests also shifted up to Portland. It's in all the like the progressive cities. You know what I'm saying? Like the far left leaning cities. Yep, burned shit in Portland. They smashed up the Starbucks in Seattle. Oh yeah, this is where the Chaz was for a couple of weeks. Mostly white people. This is mostly done by white community college students. Basically the evergreen types. The type of people you saw like evergreen flipping out, like your social justice warrior types. Those are the types that are causing all of this violence. They're basically anarcho-communists.
See, they're still attacking people. Like, what's going on? They attacked us. They were like a dozen of them right outside.
Yeah, they said they punched.
Breaking our windows, and I saw
they attacked and punched one of them. I mean, the thing is, this kind of crap. You lose. The basically normies, like people that aren't far left, basically don't sympathize with crap like this. They're not down with violence. That's all Antifa does is like violence.
I'm texting on my phone. He shoots a cannon at me, starts firing at me. I tell him to stop. I come at them, and then I get attacked.
Gotcha. They punched him. Someone punched him too.
Yeah, they're really. Antifa basically ruins the narrative that like these protests are peaceful, but as you see, in reality, it's not. They're basically rioting. And they're basically rioting just, because they're bored. Let's be real with you. They're doing this because they want to do this because they're bored. And there's not really much to do because everything is closed. So, yeah, let's smash the fast. Let's break everything down. When most of these people are trust fund kids who are from the suburbs. It's mainly privileged white kids doing this crap. They're not the working class. Oh, here's a direct clash between protesters and police. This is where the Chaz was. There's a standoff. Let's see the standoff. Yeah, man, U.S. is going crazy now, man. It's going to be crazy whoever wins. If Trump wins, it's going to be a lot more of this shit in blue cities, like Democrat-run cities. There's going to be a lot of like insurrections, a lot of riots, a lot of buildings being destroyed. And if Biden wins, there's going to be a lot of protests by right-wing guys because they're going to say like, oh, they rigged the election. Oh, they did voter fraud. No. So nobody's going to accept the election. Yeah. The U.S. is pretty screwed in the near future. Mostly done by our media, especially cats like the New York Times. And this is a New York Times correspondent covering what's really going on like Andy No did for the last 2 years. And as you see, this is the Chaz zone. Here's police pushing protesters back. Yeah, in Seattle, pretty much like you're pretty much screwed. You're pretty screwed in Seattle because I heard their city council basically made a law like the police can't use force back against you now. Oh, see, these people are LARPing. They're not really ready for real conflict. Look at it. These people are LARPing as revolutionaries, but when the shit comes to fan, they're not ready for that smoke. You hear the crying? these people are just spoiled brats, just having a tantrum. Oh no, they're trying to topple Jimi Hendrix. Oh, there's former arrests at the Cal Anderson Park where the Chad security shot those black kids. And there was no left-wing outrage about that at all. I swear, man, these people are writing Donald Trump 2020 election ads, man. This is, the Trump admin can just use these for election ads. Like, he's basically doing it right now. Last I checked, people on torch buildings. Oh man, the fires are bad. There's nothing. This is a never Trump guy. Like, man, these fires are bad. There's nothing about protesting that involves breaking things or setting anything on fire. It's because it's rioting, doofus. You're now figuring out, like, Antifa are not really protesting. They're rioting. I mean, look at this. Just right off Washington, Oregon. Protesters started to calm down. Trump got everything ramped up. Man, this has been going on for 2 years, you dumbass. Trump starting all this. You had to find someone to sleep on the rock to swallow that one. Yeah, exactly. I've been paying attention to Andy No for the last 2 years. Like, he's been on top of what's going on with the anarchists. And they really hate Andy No, man. Like, they're actually racially profiling, like, Asian folks at rallies, hoping to catch Andy No. I mean, I seriously think they want to kill this guy, or seriously injure Andy No. And you see, yeah, youth liberty. Oh look, yeah, Seattle, here's explosives. Yep, it's explosives. Yeah, look at it. Look at this. Progressives love to say they're about the environment. Look how trashy this shit is. The Chaz are trashy. These folks leave trash everywhere. Seriously, like, these people, like the Antifa cats, they don't care about anything but destruction. That's all they care about is destructing everything. That's all they care about. In reality, they're useful idiots. They're useful idiots for the corporations. That's all they're doing, being useful idiots. As you see, tear gas, canisters. Yeah, this ain't peaceful protesting. This is Trump 2020 re-election ad. That's all they're doing. These people have no concept of tactics. Basically, like, what Antifa's tactic is basically drawing out the federal police for, like, propaganda. Like, man, look at Trump's fascist regime going against these peaceful protesters. They're basically trying to generate sympathy for Antifa, but they're starting to lose the narrative because they're starting to attack people who are on their side, and people on their side are like looking at the violence like, this shit ain't no protest. Look at this guy. This is ironic. This guy is arrested for attacking a black conservative, Space Force USA, the black rebel. Like, he was beating, he stabbed a black conservative, and it turned out he's a 43-year-old for child porn conviction. I don't know, it seems a lot of these guys have issues with being like a bit of a Chester. But yeah, this guy is just a black conservative who was stabbed by a white anarchist.
Who? That dude right there in the helmet. Okay. Look, he's following us. All right, let's get out of here. Someone's stalking us. Hey, buddy, why are you following us? Ow! Ow! Did you just stab him? Bro, he just stabbed him, dude. Wow. He just stabbed him, dude. The guy right there. Get him! Get him! He stabbed him! Get him! Make sure I'm not bleeding out. Here, step back. Come on. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna take one more look real quick, bud.
Kind of shows you that these cats aren't really for black lives. They're only for black folks who agree with them.
Yeah, we just got stabbed. He just got stabbed, dude.
Stay strong, brother.
Wow, that shit wild. Yep, he got arrested and charged. And the thing is, he got followed by... These people are really... This is bad optics. It's just really, really ridiculously bad optics. Here's the update from the...
Try this again, y'all.
That conservative got stabbed.
I don't know what happened on the last feed. I'll wait for some people to start commenting on the bottom to make sure everyone is here. Like, everything's fine with the feed. It was up to like 100 viewers, then dropped down to like 0. So I didn't know like what was the deal on here. All right, hey Liberty Bell, see you.
Yeah. It's shit crazy, man. They got protests everywhere. I'll show you more protests. Yeah, they're all over the U.S. Oh yeah, I'll show you a clip from Chinggis. I gotta tell you, man, this guy is a big time grifter. Ismail Chiang. This guy, I think his name is he goes by the name Gator now, but this is a guy that swatted he goes by the name Gator. He used to be a Canadian anti-SJW YouTuber. You see him on a kill stream now. Man, I forgot his name, but yeah, he's called Gator. The guy is a known swatter. He's a known guy that promoted Nazi propaganda and all that, but I want to show you this clip. Yeah, they moved on to Austin too. The thing is, once they get out of Austin city limits, there's a lot of people with guns in Texas. That shit is not going to fly out there. Antifa's not going to fly out in Texas that long. That's why they're only down in like Austin, because Austin is basically a deep blue. It's a very like far left progressive bubble in a really red state. And a large number of people in Texas got guns.
Everybody back up!
Yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready for this yet. Crazy. Now they're moving to suburbs now. Oh, this is funny. The armed back militia accidentally shit stairs on members. Oh man, Louisville. I gotta see this, Louisville. It was supposed to be a showdown between like the black and white militias in Louisville today, but they completely messed that up when they shot their own members. And it's very clear these dudes have no idea how to hold a weapon. Yeah, let's go to the Louisville one. The guy shot his own people. Look at this. Look at this. Dumbass. Yeah, holy like shit. These people clearly weren't trained in the standard operating procedure of holding a weapon or using a weapon.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Someone's been shot.
Really fire.
At the center of it, someone just fired a shot.
It was his cell. I need your help. Please.
Wow, unbelievable. So they're not fucking around coalition. It said it was supposed to be conservative militias gathering to counter it, but it most likely they didn't show up. But yeah, they're there for Breonna Taylor. It was supposed to be. I mean, what they're trying to do is set up like a new, like the media. They're trying to show like a new Charlottesville situation, basically to make Trump look bad. But they fucked up by this cat shooting his own people. See, as you see what I'm talking about, like. This guy is trying to create a narrative. Yeah, this guy is trying to create a narrative of basically a race war, basically like white supremacists, the militia going up against black revolutionaries, but they completely fucked it up because he accidentally shot 3 of his own members. It's like funny, but it kind of shows like.